Hi, boys. One more time, it's me. One more week with you. I hope you have been enjoying all these stories that we have prepared for you all of these weeks. I really miss you a lot, and I hope to see you soon. I hope to see you very, very soon. And thank you for taking the time for reading these stories. Um, every week and for setting some time apart and reading these books at home with your family and with a member of your family. So, one more time, one more week, we are here trying to read more interesting books that we prepare for you. So, please sit comfortably because we are going to read now one of the most beautiful books. It is Clark the Shark, and I'm sure that you like sharks and you love many animals in the ocean. What is your favorite animal in the ocean? Is it shark? Is it is it a jellyfish? Is it the hammer shark? It is a fish or a shark? So there we go, and let me see what you have learned about this story. Once you have finished reading this story, please try to do the game that you can find Clark the Shark game and see the instructions in the Tumble book and the Seesaw instructions, and also you can see the instructions in the time schedule in Google Classroom. Thank you very much, and I hope you like this story. See you. All right.
In all the wide blue seas, in all the wide blue world, the top school for fish was Theodore Roosterfish Elementary. And of all the fish at Theodore Roosterfish, the biggest and the strongest was Clark the Shark. Clark loved school, and he loved his teacher, Mrs. Inkydink. He loved to play upsy downsy and spin-a-majig with his friends. Clark loved his life. School is awesome, shouted Clark the Shark.
Less shouting, more reading,
said Mrs. Inkydink. Lunchtime is sweet, yelled Clark the Shark. Munch your own lunch, said his best friend, Joey Mackerel. Recess rocks, bellowed Clark the Shark.
You are playing rough, Clark,
cried the other kids. Yes, Clark loved his life with all of his sharky heart, but he loved everything way too much. He was too loud. He was too wild. He was just too much shark for the other fish to handle. After a while, no one would play with Clark. No one ate lunch with him. No one sat with him at circle time. Even his best friend, Joey Mackerel, said, Cool your jets, Clark. You're making me crazy. One day, Clark asked Mrs. Inkydink, What's wrong with everyone? Mrs. Inkydink patted his fin.
Clark, sometimes you play too hard. You munch too hard, and gosh, you even help too hard.
But life is so exciting, said Clark.
There's a time and a place for everything,
said Mrs. Inkydink.
And sometimes the rule is to stay cool.
At recess, Clark tried to stay cool, but he pushed the swing with too much zing. Sorry, said Clark. I forgot. Yikes, cried Joey Mackerel. At lunch, Clark tried to stay cool, but everything smelled so good that he munched a bunch of lunches. Sorry, said Clark. I forgot.
We're starving,
said his friends. In class, Clark tried to stay cool, but a good book got him all shook up.
Now, Clark,
said Mrs. Inkydink,
this isn't the time or the place. Tell me, what's the rule?
Stay cool, said Clark. Hey, that rhymes, he cried. Then Clark got a big idea in his sharky head. Maybe if I make a rhyme, I'll remember every time, he thought. The next day, he put his plan to work. In class, when lessons got exciting, Clark wanted to bounce up out of his seat. Instead, he told himself, when teacher's talking, don't go walking. And what do you know? It worked,
Attaboy, Clark.
said Mrs. Inky Dink. Clark smiled. Lessons are fun. At lunch, everything smelled so yummy. When Clark wanted to eat and never stop, he told himself, only munch your own lunch. And it worked again,
Way to go, Clark.
said his friends. Clark grinned. Lunch is fun. At playtime, Clark told himself, easy does it. That's the way. Then my friends will let me play. And playtime was fun. Once more, Clark loved his life. But then a shadow fell across the playground, a ginormous shadow with tentacles galore. It's a new kid, and he looks scary, cried Joey Mackerel. Swim for your lives! Then Squid squashed the slide, and it snapped off the swings. Oops, my bad, said the new kid. Wait, said Clark. He just wants to play. Let's find a way. And he swam at the new kid with all his might. Clark played harder than he ever had before. Upsy-downsy and spin-a-ma-jig. Why, he even made up a new game, Tall Wumpa-Lumpus. Wow, that was fun, said the new kid breathlessly, and he settled down. If you want to come to school, you've got to stay cool, said Clark. That night, Clark's mother asked,
What did you learn at school, dear?
There's a time and a place for everything, Clark said. Sometimes you stay cool. But sometimes a shark's gotta do what a shark's gotta do.
Wow, did you like the story? I hope so, boys and girls. It was a really interesting story about the shark, right? What did you learn? What would be the short or the summary that you would like to add about this story? What did you learn about it? Do you remember the title? What would you like to add to this title? What end would you like to add to this title? How would you change this story? Was it difficult? Was it easy? Were there some words that you didn't understand? Don't worry, it's a process. And as soon as you continue reading the stories and as soon as you continue reading more books, you will learn more and more. Thank you very much for today's story, for this week attention. So I hope to see you next week. Bye bye. See you until next time. Bye bye.